Boom. I'm in the airport again, bro.
I know
Coming
you
in
are,
hot.
dude. I
Coming in
know you
hot,
are.
Chinch.
Dude,
What?
you're traveling. You're a one-man band, dude. You travel all over the country. Even I feel like I need to whisper. It seems very quiet. There's that dude sitting behind you right now.
Yeah. It's like when you're at some place, but you're at your house, but you're whispering, and it's like, why the hell are you whispering, Chinch?
The other part about whispering is sometimes you can whisper louder than you talk, and it's even more annoying to people. That's not you
Yeah.
personally, but everybody in general. Dude, I've been running around the house all day. I left my phone. I couldn't find my phone in my own house. Do you ever have that happen to you?
Yeah. Well, have I ever had that happen? Yes, too many
Uh,
times to count. I'm
I
like, Sarah, call my phone.
right
Call my
now.
phone. I'm running around. You're in every room, like you're listening under the sheets. You're in the freaking bathroom.
Ah,
Maybe it's in here.
yeah.
You're in
You go to
the
rooms you don't even go in, and you're like, well, maybe I did walk in here. I don't remember. I found my no joke. I swear. Jess will attest to this. The other day, I left my phone in my refrigerator. I was like looking for a
shit.
snack or something, and I'm looking all over the place. Jess opens the refrigerator door, and she's like, "It's right next to the to the
Wait,
sauerkraut." Like,
wait. Why was it in the refrigerator, bro? Like, what
because
were
I
you
probably
doing?
like put it down to grab something, and then took the thing out and left the phone in there. Thank God it was only like a couple minutes. I know it can overheat. I don't know what happens when it gets cold. We'll
That's
find
so
out.
good. That reminds me the other day when somebody put the milk in like the cereal in like the freaking cupboard. So
Oh.
I went in to get some. I'm like, why is the milk? What? I'm like, Jillian or Carly. That's probably Jillian.
Wait, I'll give you one more. So there's this there's this one week, me and Jess, when we were like living in Edgewater and we were commuting back and forth between Brooklyn and her family and Long Island, my family.
Yeah.
We got coffee one morning, and I left the coffee in like the cup holder, and then like we were running around. We spent the whole weekend at my parents. We're coming back home like on like Monday morning before we both had to go to work, and we're driving. And I was like, ugh. I was like, imagine if I grab, because we got more coffees. And I'm like, imagine if I grab that coffee that's been sitting there for 3 days. And she's like, oh, that would be terrible. 2 minutes later, she'll tell you this. I just go, I did it. I took a sip out of a
Why?
cup
Why?
of coffee that was sitting in Jess's car for 3 days that had like milk and sugar in it, probably too. Like,
Dude,
so I was like,
why'd you do that? Did you just forgot?
I just wasn't paying attention. I don't pay attention when I'm like relaxed. I try not to pay attention to too many things, and I wind up doing
Right.
stupid stuff. It's like a burnout thing. I don't know.
Dude, and now you're bringing me down memory lane. I'm sure this has happened to you. I remember one night after fraternity party in college. It looked like our apartment was a fraternity party, and like I was like kind of grinding. I was like, I was, but had like the cotton mouth. So I
Oh,
come downstairs. I think we're getting ready to watch some like football on Saturday. A couple, got my buddy John Cunningham, Jay, all these guys, Dougie. We're all like just roommates, and we're getting ready to watch football. And I'm so thirsty, dude. It's back in college. We have no money,
yeah.
and there was like a McDonald's cup, and it was full with some water.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, with the lid on it and the straw.
Mm.
So I'm like, bro, I'm gonna and I shook it. I was like, oh, quick sip of this, because I thought it was like just like ice at the end. Water. The water ice must have melted. I go. I just gagged. I just gagged thinking about it, bro. Hang on a second. I gotta get back to it. I
This is
just
really
gagged
bad.
thinking about it.
Don't tell me it was dip or something.
It was somebody's spittoon,
Oh,
dude,
stop. That stop.
from the night before. Oh, it wasn't water at all. It was. Oh, dude, I'm gagging right now,
Oh.
legitimately.
Did you
It
puke
was not,
immediately, or did you puke?
I didn't puke, but I swallowed it. It was devastating.
I'll give one
It was
last one.
devastating.
I hope nobody's eating dinner while they're listening to this right now. This is my last one. My buddy Kevin Gallagher went to Villanova. Great guy. One of the funniest dudes in the world. They were out in college like late at night, senior year. Comes home starving, like stumbling around. Lights are out. Everybody's asleep. So he decided he was going to make himself a grilled cheese in the Foreman. Like those grilled cheese making, those Foreman
Yeah,
grilled cheese makers. Okay.
yeah.
Makes one. Wakes up in the morning. Everybody wakes up and it sounds like somebody's screaming, whatever. Like, oh, this guy's stomach is killing him. What's happening? Dude, he never took the plastic off the Kraft American cheese. So he grilled cheese with plastic and ate it. And then went to sleep, dude. To this day, that is one. Every time I open a slice of like Kraft American cheese, I'm like, gals, man, can't believe you made it through that. Is that one of the sickest things you've ever heard?
Dude,
I don't even know what that could possibly do to your body. I don't know how he survived.
Dude, I bet you that's still in his stomach. I bet you that's still in his stomach.
Now it is. It is. Hey, so give me a recap. Give me a recap of your First of all, you've been traveling for the last like 9 hours. That's why we're going a little later today, correct?
Yeah, dude, I'm in Chicago later. It is a pain coming back from the West Coast to the East Coast because my flight left at 7 a.m., but I'm not going to arrive in Pittsburgh till 5:30. Dude, it was really cool. The draft combine was awesome. I thought Brian Graham and the guys that ran it did a great job. I thought the network did a great job of covering it. And one of the coolest things, dude, was last night. Yesterday I get a text from Adam Dunn. And Dunner's one of my best buddies. And, you don't get to see those guys a lot. He lives in Houston. I live in Pittsburgh. So he texts me. He's like, "You in Phoenix?" I'm like, "Yeah, are you?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I was just at getting some lunch and I saw you on TV." Because I'm like, "No way are you watching MLB Network at your house." So dude, he manages him and Aaron Hill. Remember Aaron Hill?
I love Aaron Hill.
Him and Aaron Hill manage the Marucci under-17 team, which is Dunner's been doing it almost 9 years.
Yeah, that's great.
And he's down here for that, dude. So I met him last night at Mastro's because Steak 44 was sold out. I met him at Mastro's out in Scottsdale, and dude, we had an incredible dinner, man. It was so good to see Dunner and his son Brady and Aaron and his buddy Chris. It was just a great dinner, dude, and it was just a welcoming surprise. Did not even expect to see Adam Dunn out here in Phoenix.
That's funny. Wait, I got a question for you. This is a legit baseball scouting question. So you remember what it was like when we were young? It was like, oh, what's his batting average? And then you go to a couple tryouts and take some swings, and that's how they figured out if they liked you or not. Now you have a son who's like a pretty legit prospect, I would say. And so now you're looking at a lens where your son is competing with guys like you're seeing, in the next year or two. And then, so take that, compare it to when you were a kid. Are they looking for stuff differently now than they were when you were younger? And what are they looking for at like the combine? And what do kids have to be working on right now?
I think so. I mean, every kid that was hitting at the combine, exit velocity was up on the board. So barrel rate, exit velocity. Yeah, dude, it was like a launch angle. They were that was the things up on the board. So, I think the scouts are looking for, I think they're looking for more exit velocity than anything. And they're looking to see, how well you could drive the ball. I heard.
Do you believe in that? Do you believe in that in your heart? That exit velocity? I mean, sure, you want to hit it hard, but
I don't know. I heard something recently that I don't know if this is true or not, but this could be where the game is. When Volpe was early on, hitting like over 300 in the Yankee system, that they were like, "Hey, we don't care about you hitting 300. We want your exit velo to go up. So swing from the downs, hit us 25, 30 home runs." Go look at his numbers in the minors. It looks like that could have been the thing because you look at his numbers, his homers went up and his average went down. Like he was a 220, 230 hitter, I think. And that's kind of what he's doing in New York. And I think that's what they want him to do is, hey, hit us 210 with 30 pumps.
No.
And that's good. But
I don't
think
want
that's
that.
Crazy stuff. Dude, I don't know. I don't think that's good baseball, but that's just me. And that's what I'm saying. Like, so you're asking me what they're looking for? I think scouts are looking for juice. They're looking for, they're looking for big power. And I think they're looking for more athleticism nowadays, too, dude. They're looking for the athletes. And to my take on that is you can't steal first, dude.
Exactly.
This is the one game you can't steal first. You got to be able to bat the ball, have a bat the ball skill. Who would you rather have? This is a great question. We were talking about this the other day.
I love
Who would you rather? Who would you sign to a long-term deal? Luis Arraez? Or Jorge Soler?
Arraez. No question. His name was in my head. That's why it just popped out of my mouth. It's not even a question, dude. He's going to hit. Let's just say he can hit. I don't know, man. You remember Wade Boggs? You remember Tony Gwynn?
No, but Chinch, here you go. This is the argument right here. So if Luis Arraez doesn't get paid, and you're like, oh, he's hitting. So say he hits 350 this year. He's hitting 350. He's got but he doesn't get paid. But then a guy like, a guy that's, middle of the road guy is going to hit 25 bombs, going to hit 250, 240, probably 240. He's the guy that gets paid.
Yeah, then there's no reason to try to be Luis Arraez.
Exactly.
There's no reason.
if you're a kid at these showcases coming up, are you trying to be Luis Ariz or the guy hitting 240 with 30 pumps? You're trying to be that guy because those guys are getting paid. That's where we're at in our game. It's like, but I think the Luis Ariz, look at how different the Marlins are. The fact that he's in that lineup has changed everything there in Florida. So are you trying to win ball games? Are we trying to entertain? I don't know what's going on here.
I don't know what's going on here. You should have gone on a PA system. I don't know what's going on here, everybody. Stop trying to hit bombs. Give me some liners and a gap.
Exactly, dude.
It is a different time. It's a different time. Different time.
They're looking at these kids differently. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. Now, hey, tonight, I believe it's on the network, All-Star ballots, I forgot how they're doing it. Every year they do some other gimmicky type thing to try to make it exciting. It's exciting anyway. I like to see who's going to make it. Let's just go off the top of your head.
Okay.
Guys, you think who maybe aren't your household name All-Star guys. Let's put Ariz in that. And Ariz should be starting in the All-Star game. Guys like him or guys that aren't the names you know, like we know Otani should be there, we know Trout should be there, we know Mookie's going to be there, even though he's not having a great year. But are there any guys off the top of your head where you're like, I need to see this guy at the All-Star game? I'm putting you on a spot here. I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you really are putting me on a spot here, and I think I'm might fail this one. But
you love the All-Star. You love the catcher for the Orioles. There's no question.
For whatever reason, and I don't know if he's an All-Star or not, but Spencer Steer pops into my head with the Reds. Like I'm just throwing you the first thing that popped in. I think he's having a really nice year. You know, he's meant a lot to that club this year. He pops into my head. Trying to think.
Well, there should be some Reds. The Reds should be there. There should be a few Reds there.
Yeah, like Matt McClain. Obviously, he came up a little later, but dude, that guy rakes.
Yeah. Why not pull up some
Diaz,
stats?
Diaz, their closer. He's got to be at the All-Star game, dude. He's just punching tickets, closing games out at an epic rate. I think he's 20 for 20. I think so far.
How about, here's a couple names. I'll just throw some names out there just statistically that I think are deserving just because, did you know, it's almost like did you know section, right? Nick Castellanos is hitting 315 for the Phillies.
Dude, there you go. Like a guy like Castellanos.
8 dingers, 43 ribbies. 315 with 43 ribbies, and we're not even at the break yet, dude. How about that?
Yeah, he's got, talk about a bounce back year, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, let's see a couple other guys. How about, I'm looking at some numbers here. Marcus Semien should be an All-Star, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. No matter what.
Dude, how about Corey Seager's numbers?
Dude, the last couple weeks, he's been one of the best players in
since he's come back. Last 6 weeks, I think, something like that. He's raking.
Yes. I love that. Seager should be there. I mean, I'm looking at this. Do you know who leads the league in triples right now?
Who?
JT Realmuto with 5.
Oh, real? Oh, dude, how about I got one for you. How about JD Davis for the Giants?
Oh, I like that one too.
He's hit 286 with 12. I think he's doing pretty well. He's having a nice year.
Yeah, let's go homer leaders right now. Oh, let's do this while we're at it. Who do you want to see in a derby? I don't care how they're playing in baseball right now. Who do you need to see in the home run derby?
I want to see Ohtani in the derby.
Okay,
get me Ohtani in the derby, 100%.
Okay.
I want to see De La Cruz in the derby. I
like that. Yeah, I kind of want to see. I think I kind of want to see Max Muncy in a derby because that's all he does.
Yeah, it's always fun to see Muncy in a derby.
Matt Olson?
Julio Rodriguez just being in Seattle.
Yeah. Hey, Matt Olson. Matt Olson is an interesting. You know, this goes back to our last conversation. Matt Olson was kind of like in that. Looked like he was going to be like one of those 260 to 280 type hitters who would hit bombs. He has gone down like almost the Adam Dunn. Not Adam. Yeah. Actually, he's being compared to Adam Dunn. He's hitting.
What is he hitting? 235.
Wow, look at you with that pull. He's hitting 233, but that's impressive.
Yeah, he's more, dude. If you watch Matt Olson though, he's a 250 hitter.
Right.
So he's going to hit He's going to end up hitting 250 this year. He's going to run into 35. And probably close to 100 RBIs. Who would you rather have, Freddie Freeman or Matt Olson?
Oh, Freeman. There's no question.
I mean, no doubt about it. But okay, as they age, though, I think Freddie, dude. I think Freddie's swing ages well, bro.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, he's a first baseman. He's got unbelievable hands. He's gonna that swing's gonna age well. I'm telling you. They might have missed on that one. I'm not sure. They might have missed in getting rid of Freddie Freeman.
Yeah. Speaking of power, you know who I haven't talked about very much at all this year, who is played in probably, I would say, almost 20 games less than everybody else, but has 16 home runs? J.D. Martinez has become like that guy, too. I kind of almost want to see him in a
Dude, he's having a great year. JD's having a great year.
Yeah.
That was a nice sign by the Dodgers, and also too, don't forget him and Betts had some great years together with the Red Sox, and he was really a mentor to Mookie.
That's a great
for a little
point.
bit there. So they probably are feeding off each other there.
That's a great point. All right, I'm going to give you a stat right now, and you tell me if this guy's having a good year or not a good year. All right, this is interesting. You're hitting 237. You got 17 doubles, 17 homers, and 58 RBIs. Are you having a decent year or not?
Is that Rafael Devers?
Look at you, bro. How'd you do that? You've been locked in. You've been at the network.
Because I looked at him the other day because I was seeing how he's doing. And I was thinking he wasn't having a great year because he is a 300 hitter, but then he has 58 ribbies. And you know, I know nowadays guys are like, oh, that's a team stat. No, dude, not everybody drives and runs. Like, so he's still driving and runs while hitting 230 something. Yeah. For Rafael Devers, it's not a great year because I think you expect more out of him.
Right.
But for any other human in the big leagues, you're like, the guy's having a career year.
Yeah. How about this? Shohei Ohtani has 11 more total bases than the next best guy, and it's Freddie Freeman, dude. He has 175 total bases. He's got a 377 on base percentage.
That's unbelievable.
993 OPS, dude. This is our Otani minute. Let's just get into our Otani minute right now.
Dude, 990, and he punched 12 tickets the other day too, right? Like it's incredible. Like you said, the fact that you look at his offensive numbers, the fact you look at Freeman, the year that he's having, the fact that Otani is better than that,
right?
You know, it's incredible, and it's just fun, man. It's fun to watch.
Yeah. All right, let's do this batting average. Let's get back to the batting average thing. Acuna's hitting 327, dude. That's second in baseball. He's only a few percentage points behind.
Acuna's hitting what?
327 with a 403 on base.
Wow. Yeah, that's an MVP.
15 bombs. He might have. Yeah. Him and Freddie have like the probably, other than Otani, the most like down the road stats. Both are. This is actually interesting. Acuna and Freeman are both slugging 558. They both have a 403 on base percentage, and they both have a 961 OPS. Is that humanly possible?
Wow. And they should be on the same team.
They have that. Oh my God, that's true. They have the exact same number of at bats. Acuna has one more hit, which gives him 4 more points on his batting average. Freeman's got 4 more doubles. They both have 1 triple, and Acuna has 1 more homer. Can you imagine if they were on the same team? Actually, now that you're saying that,
you know what I want to say. Whenever I hear Acuna's numbers, and now obviously nobody forced him to do anything, but the deal that he signed is so bad and undervalued. It's not even funny. It's like, what is it, Chinch? 10 years, 120?
Hold on.
Knowing that he was going to be one of the best players. Now, he did blow out his knee after he signed it. So, maybe he would say he'd sign it again, but when I look at that deal, I'm like, wow.
10 years. $124 million. That's $12.4 million. Dude, there are left-handed relievers making that much money in Major League Baseball. I'm not kidding.
You're talking about one of the
nailed
best.
it.
It's going to be maybe the MVP of baseball, and this guy's making 12 a year for the next 10 years. What? Yeah.
What do you do if you're that organization? You don't have to do anything.
What do you do? You said we gave you $120 million and you signed it, which is it's $120 million.
I know. But come on, dude. You're looking at guys getting 30.
He should be a $500 million player. He left probably. Dude, it reminds me of McCutchen when McCutchen was like in his prime.
Yeah, those 3 years where he was MVP every year.
He locked in for a 5 year, $62 million deal with the Pirates. I mean, he probably cost himself $150 million.
Shoot. Oh, that makes me feel bad. But then again, at the end of the day, $12.4 million. If you told me I was getting $12.4 million a year for 10 straight years, I'd be like, I'll see you in Cancun, I'll see you in Turks and Caicos, and I'll never see you again.
Dude, remember? Yeah, well,
I don't
know. That's an interesting one, man.
It's tough. You got to think if he continues this, let's say he wins MVP this year. Come on. I don't know, restructure a little bit, give them a little.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Chinch.
Well, they're
No,
not. The Braves do not do that and will not do that, as some folks will attest. But
No.
that is so.
Oh, you
tough.
know who's getting hot, who I really like is Michael Harris. He was struggling so
Michael
bad,
Harris.
but he's starting to get hot again, swinging the bat well. 5-for-5 game the other day on Father's Day.
Dude, that team is as complete as there is in baseball, right? I would say.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. They're
Yeah.
loaded.
Yeah, in his last. Oh yeah, his numbers are getting good again. He looks like he's cutting down on seconds. Oh yeah, you gotta go, dude.
I gotta go get on this flight. So.
All right, go, run.
All right, bro. I love you. Everyone out there listening, appreciate you. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm flying to Jersey tomorrow, bro. I have to figure out another.
Oh, jeez. Are you serious? Good
Ridiculous.
grief. All right. See you
We'll
guys.
figure out. Love you, buddy. See you, man. See you, Stu.